Train hard, mate. I love it. You're fantastic. Unbelievable. This man is an absolute inspiration, ladies and gentlemen, because he's going to climb Mount Everest. He's got MS, but that doesn't stop you, does it, Bobby?
No, not really.
Not MS, it's what? Magnificently...
magnificently super.
Magnificently super. You are magnificent and you are super.
One man, one goal, one mission, one heart, one soul, just one solution, one flash of light, yeah, one God, one vision, one flesh, one bone, one truth.
I don't think most people understand how widespread depressive illnesses are. About 800,000 people suffer from depression, one form or another, in any 1 year. And on top of that, there's an extra 200,000 people who suffer a severe mental illness. So that's 1 million people every year who are affected.
There's 3 million disabled people in Australia and 3 million carers. That's right. So that's a third of Australia involved in this. So we can make a difference. It's all in perception and how we treat people. We've got to work above the neck, I think. We've got to change people's attitudes. And look at type 2 diabetes. It's the fastest growing disease in the world. People say, is that a disability? I reckon it is.
I think we've come a long way. And that's great for the community, but it's also great for the sufferers. And that's all that matters to me is the sufferers. We must just understand that some people need help.
What would you put in place to make things easier for people with disabilities?
You're doing it, one of the things. Yeah. Particularly television remains the most powerful medium of communication we have. So, in fact, you're doing all the right things, Bobby.
Now here we are at the beautiful Olympic Sydney Stadium here. So as you look around this stadium, think in your minds there are 5 million people disabled. If every one of these seats would be filled up once, think it would be filled up 50 separate times, and each one of these seats would be filled with a person that has a disability. So I'm going to take you on a journey.
Jeremy, I'm Bobby's project manager for his Mount Everest expedition climb, which is happening just next year. And we've got Bobby here to answer a few special questions that I have for him. So, Bobby, come on down, mate. It's great to see you. How are you going, Bobby?
Hey Jeremy, how are you, mate?
Good to see you, mate. You're looking well and
just
very
finished
fit.
training.
What is multiple sclerosis? For all the viewers that don't know what MS is, what is it?
Alright, well just let me give you a bit of a background. I was diagnosed with MS at 13 years old. I've spent 14 years in a wheelchair, 5 years blind, and I'm in and out of hospital. I've been in and out of hospital 52 times.
52 times?
What happens is all our nerves have got rubber coating, insulation coating, and they're covered by myelin sheath, which I call rubber. So if you've plugged in an iron or a TV, you don't get electric shock.
Yep.
Because it's insulated by this rubber.
Right.
Now all our nerves are covered by this rubber. For some unknown reason, this rubber gets eaten away, and it leaves everything exposed, and you get shorts out. And
you can have a relapse tomorrow. You could relapse any time.
Here I am with you, Jeremy, having a chat, and you might be visiting me in hospital in a couple of days. Wow. I wanted to walk to the top of the world and see the blue sky because my legs were out and my sight was out. So that was the first thing. So this is 33 years in the making.
Right. Wow.
I want to make awareness and raise millions and millions of dollars for people with disabilities.
So giving back,
and their carers, and so I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down, and hopefully I'll be going up and down,
but up and up and up to the top.
And down again. So
truly amazing, Bobby. What is the training schedule, if you don't mind me asking, the training that you go through for such a climb such as Everest?
Well, I train about 32 hours a week, which is 5 hours a day. I was 148 kilos.
Wow.
Thanks to Dr. John's diet regime, I'm now 84 kilos, 83, 84.
What sort of support have you had in the lead up to this climb to Mount Everest?
Okay, I've got Fitness First have supported me unbelievably.
Yes.
Spot on. All the gyms, platinum memberships. personal trainers,
Yep.
Massages, everything.
Yes.
Swiss vitamins, they supply me for my vitamins and my food, my dietary
Yes.
advice, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Jerry Ryan, who owns Jayco, has allowed me to train his climatisation room out in Jayco, and they've got personal training with me out there also.
Yes.
So constantly, it's Fitness First, Swiss, and Jayco, which are basically my rocks at Gibraltar that have really supported.
What sort of climbs have you done already in the lead up to the big one?
I've done Mount Arapiles. It's
Arapiles.
Yes. Near the Grampians. It's like if you're in Sydney or whatever, it's the Blue Mountains.
Yes.
If you're in America, it's the Rockies.
The Rockies,
in America. So it's me going up and down the tallest cliffs, mountain. The whole thing is just getting the awareness out there for people with disabilities and their carers, and having a trust fund for people with disabilities around the world to dip into for a bit of help when you need a wheelchair or you need. What would you like to achieve for people with disabilities?
I'd like to have disabilities talked about in the media, eliminate discrimination against people with impairment, and ensure that people with impairment get equal treatment to all other citizens in all the good things that it means to live in Australia. Whatever we do, I don't want people with disabilities to be invisible. And this show, which gets people thinking about the challenge, be it of MS or impairment generally, thinking about it differently.
And you are super, and we wish Bobby all the very best on his climb to Mount Everest next year, Bobby.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jeremy.
No worries, mate. Oh, I love you so much. We'll see you all next time.